amigos? ¿Cómo están? Soy la super comadre Claudia de RadioCristalUSA.com. Ojalá que todo esté bien en sus hogares, con sus familias, con la salud, porque aquí estamos con otro show súper nuevo, súper padre, con mis nuevas dos super comadres. La primera va a ser aquí, la que está enseguida de mí, la super comadre Daisy Marín. Sí. Pero antes de empezar, nomás quería decir un poquito de qué está haciendo la super comadre. So, what's up with la super comadre Claudia? So, I just want to say, and Liliana, I want you to come on because this is also including you. Like, what's going on with la super comadre Liliana, the woman behind the controles?
Aquí andamos, gracias a Dios. Muy
Sí.
bien.
Super
No pasó
padre.
la tormenta, pero todo muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Muy calmado ya, ¿verdad? Ni parece que hubo una tormenta, ¿verdad?
Dicen que después de la tormenta viene la calma.
Siempre, siempre. Hablando de tormentas y trabajo, porque a veces cuando uno trabaja mucho, hay muchas tormentas, ¿verdad?
O nosotros nos volvemos así como torbellinos. Así.
So we've been working a lot and putting our heart and soul into this amazing radio show. And we've been talking, and you shared some news with me, Liliana, that I want to share with the whole world here, with our audience. Yes. And this is super exciting because I put this on my vision board. I have been talking to a coach about my goals in life, and hey, why don't we announce it together?
Well, I'm gonna give, it's your show, comadre, and I'm gonna give you the right to do it.
Oh my God. I'm super blessed, excited to announce that La Super Comadre is going to be doing El Consejo de la Comadre as a segment with Liliana on Telemundo.
That's going to be our second home.
And it's going to be our second home, and we're going to be at Telemundo, Port Arthur, Beaumont, and Lake Charles. And in April, we're going to start airing in Washington State as well as Missouri. And then our goal is to get into Telemundo, Houston, and beyond, and grow the segment to an hour long. Have one for La Super Comadre Claudia, one for Liliana, and you know what? It's the opportunities are just amazing. Yes. So I also wanted to give an amazing shout out to today's sponsor. Location sponsor. I have a business card right here. We're going to pull it up also on the camera so we can also see it. So today's location sponsor is SDC Bills. I'm so excited. I can't even see the letters right. But I also want to bring in Tony Garcia, who is an amazing man, a community leader. This is the family business. And I wanted to come on and just say a few words about where we're at and a little bit about him. And also, we need to give a little toast because my super comadre here has just been named for a very important position. And before we start diving into who she is, I want you to come on board because we gotta give a little toast. First of all, Tony, come on in here, Tony. Everybody, get in there.
So where am I looking here?
Right there.
Right there?
Right there.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Liliana. How are you?
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, a few words. Who are you? What are we doing here?
Well,
and
first of all, it's International Women's Month.
Yes.
So cheers to you all. So I toast to you as a proud son, proud brother, proud daddy. Cheers to you all, ladies, for all the wonderful you're doing. Congratulations to you, Daisy.
Yes.
We're so proud of you. We couldn't ask for anything better. In the East End, I'm just in awe that you're right here with us right now. So on behalf of SDC Builds, we thank you for the opportunity.
You. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Salud.
Salud.
Thank you so much for housing us.
Salud.
Amazing location, amazing place. We feel right at home.
Good.
We went to the kitchen.
Yes.
Went to the kitchen, had some chips, got ready. We have a green room now.
That's right.
We literally have a green couch in the green room.
There's some green there.
All kinds of green. So it all matches. So thank you so much for hosting today. And thank you so much for this toast because Daisy Marin, you deserve this puesto that you were just named for. And you're going to talk about that in a few minutes because we got some sponsors that we need to also announce. So Liliana.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much. And Liliana Elizondo here behind the scenes. I'm going to be right here behind the scenes with La Super Comadre Claudia Macias. And if you want to say something, please comment, say hi to, tell us where you're watching the show from. And also, I'm going to have the phone number on screen if you want to know how to become a sponsor. If you want to be one of our guests, please call the number, text the number, and tell us what you think about us, okay? ¿Lista, comadre? All right. Okay, thank you to all our sponsors. Muchas gracias a todos nuestros patrocinadores y aquí van. Ese no era, comadre, era el otro.
It's all right. We're super excited around here.
Estamos bien, bien. Sí, aquí están.
Pero, hi, and welcome back. Soy la super comadre Claudia de Radio Cristal USA.com. And I'm super excited to bring on my new super comadre. You know, when someone asked me a while back, well, what do you do? What's your platform? I go, well, my platform is to elevate stories, journeys, resources, and you fit the whole entire description. You have a journey, you are a resource, you have this heart and soul that you've been putting out there. And I want you to tell la audiencia a little bit about Daisy Marin and also this amazing puesto that you just been named to hold. This is an amazing thing, and I'm a big political junkie. And I know one day everyone keeps saying, "When is Super Comadre gonna run?" I go, "Well, I'm gonna run right now to do the show, and I'm gonna run over here to take the girls to school." But I have this aspirations maybe in the future, and I've been following elections, and I've done campaign work. But man, I'm gonna bow to you because just tell us a little bit about your puesto and a little bit about Daisy.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited to be here. And what it is just, I'm a community servant. I've been serving the community for many years. And I think I learned that from my grandmother. My grandmother was always serving the community. She was always feeding the hungry. She was helping seniors. And I got that from her. And I've been doing that. And I think my husband, because he's the one always supporting me.
Yes.
And I came across with this organization that I've been serving for the past 4 years. It is TDW Harris. And what we do is we just help the community. We help and educate candidates. They want women. They want to become elected officials. So we educate them, and then we support them, and then we bring them together, network.
Yes.
We do meetings every month, and we network. But it's all about your heart, what you want to do. Like you see the need, and you go out there and you serve.
Yeah, it's a passion.
It's
tu pasión.
It's a passion.
And you said it was why don't you say the words of the acronym so that people want to follow and can go in and connect to that page and get to know more about the organization.
Exactly, and that's what I wanted to tell you. It's called TDW Harris, which is Texas Democratic Women of Harris County Metro Area. And you can find us on Facebook, on the website, and you can sign up and follow up. Follow our website. And every month we have meetings, networking meetings. And it's all about serving the community and supporting women that want to do great things in our community.
Exactly. And what better time to share this, because it is, like Tony said earlier, it is Women's Month. Women's History Month, International Women's Month, and to what are your thoughts now in seeing like the new potential African American woman sitting up there at the highest position, next to Sotomayor, next to the other women that have paved the way? What are your feelings towards that right now?
I think we are in a very historical moment in our country at this moment, because what makes us stronger as a nation is our diversity. Like, we are so diverse, but coming together and working together as one, that's what makes us the nation that we are. And that's a beautiful moment that we are living.
Historical.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And to see, younger, people that are wanting to become elected officials. So I'm assuming that this organization takes them in, gives them some resources.
Yes.
What are the 3 top things that if, let's say, myself or my younger daughter who's 13,
Yes.
like maybe in the future she might want to go into public office, what are 3 things that you say are the top 3 things that someone will walk away from in joining this organization and you taking them under your wing?
Well, one of the things being the first Latina elected to this
Woo!
position.
Let's pause for that. Woo!
It's a great privilege
Mhm.
to be there and to see. And what I want to do is to educate people. To the Latino community represent 48% of the population in Houston.
Yes, we do.
And 39% of that we are women.
Yeah.
And so what I want to do is educate the Latino community to vote, so they can come out and vote and get involved, because we're not going anywhere.
No, aquí estamos.
We are here to stay.
Y no nos vamos.
Y no nos vamos. Sí. No,
Sí.
No nos vamos. So we want to educate the community to and get for them to get involved and come out and vote. And then if you bring your daughter to a group, we're going to motivate her. We want to, they're going to be the future leaders of this nation.
Yes.
So if she wants to serve and she has the passion, we're going to educate and promote, and she's going to come and network.
I love
so
it.
She'll leave
I love
inspired.
Yes.
Willing to do something for our community.
Yes.
And I want to take this opportunity to invite everyone for our
do
next
it.
meeting.
Oh my gosh. So if you're listening right now,
Yes.
this show is going to repeat daily, every day at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night. So right now, if you're listening, go ahead and get your phones out, get all your social medias up, because you're going to get the information so that you can follow Daisy, follow the organization, get connected, get educated, and become part of the process. Porque aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Sí.
Why not be part of this American dream at every fabric?
Así es. Our next meeting in March 28, 6:30 p.m. And we're going to be in 4900 Fornix Place in the city of Houston. And we are going to have this, the candidate, Susan Hayes, she just won the Democratic candidacy for Texas Agriculture and Commission.
Okay.
It's the first woman that just
first woman.
Yes.
Wow.
So she's going to come and lead and join us for the meeting. So it's going to be, I'm excited to have her here.
Yes.
She's coming from Austin to meet with us.
Okay. And what we're going to do, Daisy, we want to make sure that we capture that image, also included in our comments, so people can come back and get that information. And so education, making sure people feel that they're welcome, because like you said, 49, what percentage do we make up of Houston?
39% women in the city.
39% women.
Yeah.
And I want to say that we also have the driving force of decisions in the house, outside of the house.
Yes.
So why not at the election box?
Yes, exactly. We want everybody to be involved, to be part of the process, to be educated, because a lot of people maybe don't know. So what we do is we bring these candidates together. We introduce them to the community. I also help translate the message in Spanish. Latinos tienen que leer en español.
Sí.
So we educate them to get to know the candidates and come out and vote.
Oh my gosh. And sometimes people may feel a little intimidated. Maybe they don't want to go the language, or maybe I didn't go to college, or I didn't finish this, or I'm not from here. What words do you say to those friends of ours that may feel that intimidation, or what they call imposter syndrome? You know that imposter syndrome where I don't feel like I belong here, even just to be there in the room.
And that's one of the issues that I'm trying to change with our Latino community. They get intimidated.
Yeah,
we come from different countries in Central and Mexico, Central South America, and our politicians down there, they can be corrupt, and they think there's the same thing here, so they don't want to get involved and they shy away from the process. But if we are here, we need to get involved. We need to learn the process, and that's what I've been trying to do, to educate, to translate the message so they can read it in Spanish, so they can get involved. So and can try to, and once they get to know that it's different, then they get involved.
And
they become loyal, and they will tell the people in their churches, in their community, and it'll be amazed. So we're trying to change that.
Good. So you're stepping into this role first Latina leading this amazing organization. Like, let's say 3 years from now, what is it that you like? How long is the position that you hold with them?
The position is a year.
It's a year. Okay.
You have the options to stay for another year.
So up to 2 potentially?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say after the second year, what do you want to leave as a legacy or as your footprint, imprint with this amazing organization?
You know, my background is in media and communications. So I want this organization to take it to the next level so we can have the best platform, all the tools that they're going to need for the future. Like, you know, we were talking about with your next guest about social media. Many years ago, none of these tools were available to us. So we are building a platform where anybody can connect with us. They can become members. Our membership is only $20, so they can join. We are a membership base, so they can join us. I'm changing the system so it's easy for them to find us. Anybody can find us. They can sign up, and then they can become part of our newsletter and the communication. So I want to leave the organization in a way that if you come and join us, it's like when you're playing a song. You just
like making a TikTok.
Yes.
Click, click, click. We're done. We're on.
Yes.
Exactly. There you go. If we can all learn how to make a TikTok, we can get on here, become members, and become part of the process.
Yes.
You know, because that's so easy. I straddle 2 worlds. The paper world, like I have notes here.
Yes.
Papel y pluma.
Yeah.
And then I also have my notes on my iPad. So I live that world. So it's like, how do you bridge that so that you can make sure that those of us that are making that bridge to touch, click, 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 that it's just as easy to become part of such an amazing organization.
You know, the new generations, they don't read that much. So
yes, I noticed that.
We are more visual.
Yes, we
are.
If
you play a video, you will have so many views that then if you put like a 3 pages content about anything. But so I'm trying to build a platform that is going to be easy. You just got to hit play, and then you grab the message in the first 30 seconds. Yeah.
Because we're all doing a bunch of things at one time.
Exactly.
And having something short and sweet. I love how you have your vision, your plan laid out as to what you want it to look like once you leave. Now, what about for Daisy?
Personally.
So, now we're going to go into the personal. You know, you do a lot. You have your media as well. Talk to us about that background. You interview too. You go out there. You have tell us about that. Share.
Yeah, that could be a very long story. I know we only have 30 minutes.
It's okay, but go ahead and share a little bit, because this is part of you taking your talent and your passion and injecting it into this organization.
Yes. I am grateful to God that I met my husband. He's a film director, and he got me into this business. He's right here supporting me. He got me into this business, and I learned the business aspects. And after COVID, when COVID-19 hit us, it's been a big change in the whole planet. Yeah. Now it got to the point that we couldn't be together, we couldn't be in person, but we all had one of these.
Yeah, we did.
So I've been working with my husband for the past 16 years behind the scenes. We do television production and film production. Yes. And I'm always interviewing people, but I never been in front of the camera. This is the first time. So
I'm honored.
I'm always behind the scenes. But you can be, it's so amazing how many people you can connect by creating a great production and putting that out there. And it can be worldwide. Yes. And bilingual. Yes. And that's another thing that I'm doing for the organization. I want the platform to be bilingual because like I already mentioned, 30 and 48% of the population, we are Latinos. Yeah. So I want our community not to feel intimidated. I want them to feel welcome and that we understand how they feel and they can connect with us. So I learned the film production with my husband. He opened a business and then he got so busy that he couldn't do it by himself. I joined forces with him, and we've been traveling the world filming.
It is amazing.
Yes. We have the opportunity to interview movie actors, astronauts, presidents, queens kings and queens.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah. So
I
I want
love
I want to bring all that experience to what we're doing now with TDW and change or leave it in a way that the next person that's gonna comes in, it's like when you play a song, you just hit play and it's gonna go smoothly.
Love it.
That's what I'm trying to
love
do.
it. I love it. So you're traveling around, you're doing the
Yes.
film production, you're heading this amazing organization. Now I'm going to take it into a step further into personal. What is it that you do? Because we all see the amazing things you're doing, and sometimes we only see the end result, the successes, right? The highs. And I know along the way there's probably some valleys. You know, before you get to the peaks, another valley. When you hit those valleys along the way, what is it that you, Daisy, what do you do to retroalimentarte, to get back the next day and keep moving forward? I'd like for you to share
prayer.
that.
I will say prayer. I live in a prayer.
I love it. I love it.
Prayer. I think that when you put God first in everything that you do, He's always going to show up for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I am my grandmother, my mother, they've been serving in church for. My mom has been serving for 40 years. My grandma died in church. She was serving for like 62 years, and I think that they gave me the foundation that God become first, and then when you put God in everything that you do, when you hit this. Because nothing is easy. People see you victories, but they don't know where you're coming from. They don't know what you've been through. But I think that when you pray, I mean, I go back and pray, and that kind of get me stronger.
Yes.
And they just keep trying. Never.
I love what you just said. Keep trying.
Yes, never giving up. Because if today didn't go the way I wanted, tomorrow's going to be better. Yeah. And it's just being hopeful and staying strong. And then you know what I do? I try to help other people. Like you, sometimes you feel like your problems are too big. Yeah. But when you go and talk to your neighbor, you see that they're in a worse situation.
You're like, okay, God, I get the picture.
Yes. And then you're like, oh my God, whatever happening to me is nothing. I mean, and then that kind of really helped me to keep going and keep trying. And all I wanted, for me, it's all about being positive. I am so excited in celebrating you about today announcement that you're going to be in Telemundo. This is amazing. Yes, you know, Telemundo just joined NBC Universal, which is the most amazing platform for the Latinos.
It is. And, you know, I am like you, like I put it out there, I pray about it, and I kind of let it go.
Yes.
On the election day back in, when was it, March?
This past election,
I volunteered
March
through
1st
through Houston Millennials, as well as had a group of people, and then our representative couldn't go, so she said, "Can you go in my place?" Isa Garcia, shout out to Isa. She's like, "Comadre, I can't go. Can you go? Because I got to go cover something else." No problem. So our organization, the National Hispanic Professional Organization, we're out there supporting también, and so I went to go do a phone bank. And it was answering phones for the Women League of Voters, and just giving out information: where to vote, how do I vote, what do I need to, what do I need to go vote, and I was answering those phone calls, and I was sitting in the studios of that location,
Telemundo,
NBC.
It's so beautiful,
and I took a picture in front of a Telemundo panel, and I was like, okay, God, there's a reason why I'm here, and I know that I'm putting out in the universe what I want. So, and then that was it. And then my daughters were with me, because I try to take my girls and I go to things, right? And they were on the side eating snacks. They're like, "We're going to eat snacks, Mom. You hold the phones." Okay, that went. And then on the way out, the microphone was laying on a table. And my girls, I forgot which one, said, "Mom, get the microphone. I'll take a picture of you with it." I said, I looked around, I go, "Okay."
You were like afraid.
So I picked it up and I posted with them. And I said, and then my daughter said, "Mom, is there a way you can figure out how to work here?" I go, "That's my goal. I don't know how I'm going to get to this. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I already put it out there, and I'm asking people I know, my resources, and I'm also praying and putting it out there."
Yes.
And then, no lie, that was March 1st.
Look at this.
And then look,
March 22nd, 22 days have passed. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. But it's not, it's the people, it's the hope. It's the never give up. It's the keep trying. And even if you sometimes feel like it's not going anywhere, there's other people, there's God, there's a universe that has another plan. Porque nosotros podemos planear como queramos hacer las cosas, pero nosotros no somos las personas que dice cómo va a suceder las cosas.
Exactamente.
Yeah.
My grandma always told me tú pones y Dios
Dios
dispone.
Yo oía descompone.
Sí.
Y Dios descompone. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Sí, pero es lo que decía al principio. Your heart, where's your heart? You're willing to help.
Yeah.
Look, you uplifting women in this with this show, and you're motivating people, because I always see you and I love your energy. In every networking event, when I see you out there in the city working, it's just so amazing. You give these hugs. When you leave, you go excited. You feel like uplift, and you feel it. I mean, it's just your love, your passion, the way you do things. And then you put it out there and it just come back to you. And then when you have a servant's heart, the opportunities will come back to you. And I'm so proud of you for this. This is amazing.
Well, thank you. And I am right behind you 100% with anything you do, everything you do. And we're here as La Radio, as a super comadre, as a fellow human being. Lo que tú necesites, don't ever hesitate to reach out. You have an event coming up. Tell me about it. We can post it.
The 28th. Yeah. I'm going to leave you the information. Our next meeting, it's March 28th. And I invite everyone to join us.
And it's only $20 to become a member.
Yeah, you can become a member, $20.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So, and then we promise you, we're gonna keep you informed. We're gonna network together. We're gonna educate and work together for the better of our community.
All right.
It's amazing.
So,
I love it.
Ladies,
Come on in, Tony.
I just
throw it in.
I just feel it's in my heart to say this. So, first of all, bless you for all you do. And you're absolutely right. When it's a servant's heart, it's just you have to give.
Yes.
So what I would like to propose is for the viewers there, the next 10 potential members, I would like to sponsor them. So, just 10, 22. So that's I just want to do that. I want to make sure
love it.
Those that are interested in coming, come on
you.
out. It's Monday the 28th, right?
Monday the 28th.
Okay.
You're welcome to
I will
join
be there.
us.
I will be there.
All right.
Okay, good.
Okay, guys.
I love it. So you
So
heard it.
10 members. I got you.
10
Sign up. Come on.
members. 10
Right.
members.
Wow.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you,
So
Tony. That is amazing.
that's the servant's heart coming out. And and I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story. I know we got to wrap it up now, and we're going to bring out another super comadre, but I want to take the time for you to just one more time tell the audience in español, ¿verdad? De esta junta, para que sepan de la información que es súper importante que vengan y sean parte y que no se queden como que no puedo ir, pues no sé el lenguaje, no se preocupen. Hay maneras para que uno pueda entender, para que sean parte del proceso. Así es que Daisy, you're going to wrap it up in Spanish so people can understand and
claro
take
que
it.
sí. Los quiero invitar. El siguiente meeting de la organización va a ser marzo 28 a las 6:30 de la tarde, y la dirección es el 4900 de la Furnace Place en Bel Air, Texas. Bel Air's Place es Houston, Texas. Voy a dejar la información aquí, la podemos compartir.
Vamos a poner la foto con la información en los comentarios para que ustedes puedan regresar y ver la información. Y también se anunció aquí que Tony García, la persona que es parte de SDC Bills, el sponsor, él dijo, que va a patronizar 10 personas que sean parte de esta organización. Y aquí ya se ve, de SDC Bills, Tony García de SDC Bills ya va a ser patrocinador de Texas Women's, a ver, otra vez.
Texas Democratic Women's, Harris County, Metro Area.
Sí.
Tony está pagando 10 membresías. Los que quieran ser miembros, escríbanle aquí a mi comadre y él va a pagar estas membresías. Los escribimos y los invitamos que vengan y participen. Hay muy buena información, educación, cualquier cosa que quieran hacer en la ciudad, cómo servir, nosotros le podemos ayudar y orientarle cómo hacerlo. Y no me pueden decir
que no se puede
dinero,
porque aquí está el dinero.
Sí, aquí
está el dinero. He made it rain.
Yeah. Muchas gracias a Tony que está haciendo esto. Yo pienso que eso es lo que nos hace más fuerte en esta nación, que nos ayudemos
Unos a los otros.
y que trabajemos, porque no vamos para ningún lado.
No.
Estamos aquí para
Ujú.
quedarnos.
Sí.
Y ¿por qué no involucrarnos?
¿Por qué no? All right,
Sí.
so you heard it here. If you listen to the show La Super Comadre on Radio Crystal USA, let Daisy know, let me know. We got the first 10 that reach out to us. We will make sure that your membership is covered. So I'd love to now close it with thank you, Daisy. Gracias a mi nueva Super Comadre. Gracias por todo lo que has hecho. Thank you for putting your heart and soul out into everything and stepping into this arena that sometimes can chew you up and spit you out. And that's okay, because after you get spit out, you just put yourself back up.
Yes.
You pray and you keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward
with your goals.
Yeah,
So
never
gracias.
giving up.
And never giving up.
Never giving up. Sometimes it's hard to because you don't have a role.
Yes.
This has never been another Latina
Yes.
before. So, but you know what? When you have a good heart and you just keep working, keep going,
Yeah.
you can
Échale
do
ganas,
great things.
and we got to do it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we're going to take it to commercials, and then I'm going to introduce you to my next Super Comadre who's going to be joining us, and you're going to get a chance to get to know her as well. We'll be right back. So, Liliana, take it away and get those commercials going.
¿Estás planeando tu boda, un 15 años o un evento corporativo? Te invito a conocer el nuevo salón de eventos San Miguel Event Hall, lo mejor para tus eventos de sueño. Con amplio estacionamiento y capacidad de hasta 600 invitados. Llama al teléfono en pantalla para más informes.
Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Le puedo ayudar en algo? ¿Cómo están todos?
Bienvenidos a Mundos en Pantalla.
Bienvenidos a todos.
And hello.
Hello.
¿Cómo están todos? We're back, La Super Comadre Claudia show, and we are back with my next guest, my next Super Comadre, none other than Desiree Klaus. Did I say it right? Klaus.
Yeah.
Like, we need it quiet on the set back there. Shh, quiet on the set. We got some excitement here. So we got the green room over there that's bubbling with excitement because we just closed out with my Super Comadre that is just been named this amazing position to head the Texas Women's Democratic Organization, Houston Metropolitan. I think I got it all right. And we were toasting and we were just celebrating. And the celebration is still going on in the green room. But I want to now present to you my next Super Comadre. I had the chance to meet her in person like just
Last week.
right?
Yeah.
Just like a few days ago.
Yeah.
and here she is.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. You know, and people always ask me, well, who is it? What do you do? Why? And like what I do is I elevate stories and journeys and resources. Why do I do it? Because if we don't do it, who is?
Right. Exactly.
And that's why that's Little Woman is here. And I would love for you to share who you are, what you do, because you have an amazing show, right?
Yeah, it's
Podcast, show, streaming, everything. And I want you to share to the audience. And then I do a little bit of Spanglish. So towards the end, I'll wrap it up a little bit so that the Spanish listening audience will also get a chance to know you in Espanol.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to bring the microphone over to you. So share a little bit about you, Desiree. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what are you doing on this amazing planet?
So my name is Desiree. I will be 40 this year.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And look how gorgeous
I'm embracing
she
it.
looks.
I'm embracing it. I'm a mom. I am a wife, a daughter, all those wonderful things.
Yes.
And then I do Let's Vamonos, which is
I love it.
my platform.
Let's Vamonos.
Let's Vamonos, yes.
Okay, real quick. Where did Let's Vamonos come from?
So a lot of people ask me this question.
Yeah, I like to know the story.
They always want to know, why'd you decide Let's Vamonos?
Yeah.
So I think Let's Vamonos because from my dad.
Yeah.
My dad spoke Spanglish in the house.
Oh my
And so usually he was telling us the Let's Vamonos when we were running late to church.
God, I love it.
He would be
Yes, that sounds pretty accurate.
Let's Vamonos, let's go, let's
Did
go.
you snap the fingers too?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
and so most of the time we were actually never really running late to church. We were just being told we were going to run late. We were running late to run early.
That trick in the book.
Yeah.
Got it.
So so that's where I got it from. It was something that I remember that was instilled in my brain from my dad. And
Yeah.
so when I was working on building my platform, I was like, I needed a something to really people would just kind of understand to some extent.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's vamonos, let's
I love
go. And I have literally just kind of run with it since then.
Literally.
Yeah.
Vamonos here and there.
Yeah.
So when did you say, I want to start this? What was that little spark that said, you know what? I want to do this? Where did that come from?
So back in 2018. So 2018, I did some blogging, worked with highlighting Latinas, small businesses in my community. And I was not really excited about the writing part.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to highlight, and I loved doing that. Move forward to 2019, the end of 2019, I got to meet a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful aspiring Latina who is currently the AEW National Women's Wrestling Champion.
Yes.
And that is Thunder Rosa, who is also known as Melissa Cervantes. And so I actually got to interview her in person. Yeah. And she sparked the fire in me to move forward into my in-person video interviews. And
I love that story you shared with me about the first video interview.
Yeah.
When you, I mean, I love that because it talks about tenacity. It talks about ganas. It talks about let's vamonos and do this thing.
And I actually used let's vamonos at the end of that interview. So when I closed out the interview, I said let's vamonos, and I knew right then and there it was like kind of like an improv moment. I was like, I need a sign off, right? I need something to.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
It just came.
Yeah, it just came. And I hadn't even had the page yet. I didn't even have the page yet. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it was born.
It was born.
But and I love how you were ready to do an audio interview, right? And then what happened?
So she asked me she said, where are we going to video this?
I love it.
And I was like,
she's like, I got a background.
Yeah,
You're
what
like,
are we talking about?
and then what did you do? I love the story. Who did you call? Who showed up?
My husband was there. I literally texted him, called him, said, I need you to come here like now, which he was at the bar next door getting a drink because we were at an event.
Of course.
And
just like we have an event and
yeah.
I'm drinking my drink.
Yeah. And so he rushed over and I was literally like, okay, just get us in the frame.
Yeah.
Just get us in the
box. I love
box.
it. In the box, please. Very simple.
Very simple. Don't move. Don't breathe. don't do anything that could possibly
throw us off.
Yes. Or, mess up the video or,
and press record.
And press record.
And press record.
Yes, for sure. So he did everything right.
And you kept him?
Yes.
That's high.
Yes. He actually, funny story, he actually still has that video recording on his phone today.
Aww.
Yeah. It's super cool.
His first job and he's gonna get fired. What's his name? You gotta give him a shout out.
That's my husband, Matthew Claus. Yes. We've been together. We've been married for a really long time. So he's definitely been a supporter in this journey as well. He was the one that kind of nudged me to say, hey, slide in her DM. See if
I love it.
Yeah.
Slide in the DM.
See if she'll, want to be interviewed. And she did. She said yes. And the rest has been history since then. Yeah. And since then, I've been doing a lot of that. Doing a lot of sliding into people's DMs.
I love it. That's how I'm here with you.
Yeah. That's how she's here. That's how we're here. That's literally how it happens. Because
I was like, who's this? Wait a minute, I'm her. I watch what she does. And she wants to talk to me. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And which we have a common connection. Connie
Leon. Shout out to Connie.
the
the woman behind the Houston Latinas bloggers, which is now the Houston Latina Collaborative.
Yes.
So she is out there hustling and just connecting
us all,
promoting, supporting, elevating. And that's what brought us, that's the connection we have.
Yeah, that's how I told her, I said, I want to meet Claudia. I haven't met her yet. And literally like that happened. And then the next week I met you.
Oh my God. And here we are. We had coffee, we talked, we shared. And I'm like, ooh, I would like to have you on because you have an amazing story to share.
Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Because I really feel like my journey is still growing. So I really, but I am trying to put myself out there more and share my story, my current story, right? What has happened thus far, and trying to use my voice because I do want to. My platform is similar to yours in the sense that I want to empower women to use their voice to be empowered and using their voice. And how am I supposed to inspire other people if I don't do it myself?
Exactly.
So I really. This year has been about really sharing my own voice, not just sharing other people as well and promoting their businesses, but sharing my voice so they can understand kind of like my background, right? Where I've come from, why, all the whys, whats, and all those things. So it's been fun, but it's been a little scary too because usually I don't have people interview me. I'm usually doing the interviewing. So I'm like, oh God, what are they going to ask?
I love it. What are you going to ask me? I'm like, well, you tell me what's off the table.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's okay. And
well, listen, anybody who follows me knows that I share my deepest, darkest confessions on Car Rider Mom Confessional.
Car Rider Mom Confession. I love it. And I love how you actually you received a gift. A sponsorship, I guess, of some sort.
Well, it was a thank you.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, this is a woman that you're going to see talking about this snack that So share the story about how you ended up connecting with the company and how the company then gave you this gift. And now I'm like, she's going to be a spokesperson and she's going to get paid for being that.
I'm trying to manifest that out there.
Me too.
So I just was like, I love eating snacks. And I wanted to bring snacks into my car ride.
The car ride, because you're literally sitting in the car.
I'm sitting in the car,
picking up kids at school,
waiting to pick up kids.
Something we all do.
And us moms have to be there like 30 minutes in advance
to fight for a spot.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to bring snacks in. So I started to bring in Siete brand. So those of you know, Siete brand's a gluten-free brand. I am not gluten intolerant. I just love their brand. And I started literally buying like all the different ones.
Yes.
And then just sharing it on my Car Rider Mom Confessional. And going through that, I would tag them just like anybody else. And then I definitely gave them a shout out as well on one of my interviews.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, I just love y'all's brand.
Yes.
And so they sent me a thank you and sent me all the goodies. I still haven't eaten everything.
No, are you serious?
No,
Oh my gosh.
That's like gold right
Yes.
there on the
You're
snack
like
world.
one chip, crunch, 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 talk, talk, chip
It's-
two.
It's not a cheap chip, you know. It's a kind of one of those things where
savor it.
yeah, you gotta savor it. Like,
And you're a mom. I'm a mom. So if I have a little glass of something, I'm gonna savor it.
Yeah.
I'll take
my boys
time.
too. My boys, they love the brand as well. So they're like, are those for us? No,
No,
for me.
And no, that's mom's. That's
They have
mom's
to ask
stash.
me first
I love
before
it.
they get into the
I
stash
love it.
because it was, you know, like I said, I wanted to last a little bit of time.
So you were doing your car ride confessions. You're snacking on the snack, and next thing you know, they connected with you, and voila.
Yeah, and that was it.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
and I didn't ask them for it. I
Yeah.
didn't, pressure them. I just, out of the goodness of my heart, I told them I love the brand. I'm literally trying to try every chip that they have.
Yeah.
And they almost sent me every chip that they have,
love
and
it.
even some of their Christmas snacks that they had last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the Christmas snacks.
Yeah, I'll get you some.
Okay, man. I'll be sitting in the car next to you.
Yeah,
my face.
yeah.
I'll bring the drinks.
So anybody who knows, I share my confessions on there. I
Yeah.
talk about those things. I talk
Yeah.
about,
The real.
the real. Yeah.
I love that because I think we touched on that too. Like lately, there was a big uproar about a certain celebrity who makes who lives an easy life, but that's
Right.
where she's at.
Right.
And sometimes her definition of hard is different than ours. And I learned a different point of view from you. Like, okay, y'all, just calm down.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, I had shared on my co-writer mom confessional about just who's the audience? Are you her audience?
Mhm.
I really felt like people like me and you are definitely not
Yeah.
her audience. No, we are the
Real.
and we are working women. We know what it's like to do all the things. So personally, I didn't feel offended, maybe for those who are wanting to speak up for maybe those who might have or felt that way. I totally get that. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to waste my energy.
I love that. I love that quote. I'm not going to waste my energy.
Yeah. Not going to, because
why should I wait? I love that.
Yeah. Because, and actually, so one of the things I've learned this year, which, I can be real. I can be honest.
Mhm.
Have I been this way all the time? No.
No. I can concur with that.
Yeah,
I can
it's
connect
one of
with
those
that.
things that you kind of have, I think we learn as we get older.
Yeah.
And one of the books that I have read this last year was The Four Agreements, and it talks about.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm halfway through.
Okay, it's the fourth agreement is probably the best one, but
Yeah.
it talks about all those things like don't make assumptions, and
your
your
it's not
voice.
about me.
Your voice is power.
Mhm.
And, yes, it was her. Did she put power to her words?
Yeah.
Yes. But you also have to, navigate that.
Yes.
And so, that book itself, honestly, has changed my life. I read it the first of the year.
You did.
And I have been promoting it
this year.
I've been promoting it this
Okay.
year. And I've been promoting it like probably people think that
You're like, I am not an official spokesperson.
No,
However,
but I've been
it's a
promoting
life-changing book.
It is a life-changing book.
That book it came to my attention 4 different times. You should read the agreement. Okay, yeah. And then finally, the last time when I finally said okay was when I went to meet up with a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine, and she was spring cleaning.
Mhm.
And this was actually last year before this. I go by school years because I'm in the education world. So last year, like around May-ish, we went, myself and another comadre went to her house, her apartment, and she has a pool and everything. We're all Mexican with a bunch of, we come to the pool and we're like, we really look like we're Mexican. We bring all kinds of foods, and I found this book that she had on her, and I'm like, really? She's like, what? That book? She's like, what about it? It's a great book. This is like the 4th time this book comes up in my life.
See? Yeah.
So I started,
And we didn't even talk about it.
no, we
talk about
didn't.
it.
We didn't. And it made such an impact. And I started reading it, and I go, can I have it? She's like, no. I said, okay. So I ended up downloading the audio.
Yeah.
And listening to it.
Yeah, I have mine has like notations and highlighter and marks on it because there's just so many great things in that book that that I honestly try to utilize throughout my day. Now, am I perfect? No, I'm not gonna be able to
imperfect
to be able to do all of that. But it's about, for me, one of the things I've learned also this year for myself personally is the acknowledging, that, hey, these are some things I need to work on.
Yeah.
And to be, not just to be a better person, but to be a better mom, wife, human, interviewer, all those things. And so I think it's definitely helped me. Like I said, I recommend it. If you do read it, let me know.
Or download the audiobook. If you're like on the go, like I typically listen to it in the car. Yeah. And I make my kids listen to it.
Oh,
Mommy, what are we listening to? Don't worry about it. Just listen.
Yeah. I've actually thought about that with my 10-year-old, because I think it's like one of those things, you set in that foundation, like, because then you just, once you set that foundation, you're like, oh, well, is that real? Like, are they speaking truth? Right? Yes. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
Look at
funny.
I know. We got to take a cheers to the 4 agreements.
There we go.
Look for it, download it. We're not official spokesperson.
No, but hey.
You want to throw some books our way?
Yeah.
We'll take them.
Yeah. For sure.
And we'll disperse them. So where do you see Les Vamonos? You started it, then the pandemic happened, and you kept it going. You had your amazing kickoff with Thunder Rosa.
That was in 2019.
And I love that story behind that story, because you were like, I'm gonna slide into her DMs. You had your support network, which includes your husband, that was like, like, do it. So
and I've actually slid into other people, other women that are in the Latina community that are comedians, all those types of people. Nice. I have gotten some response back, but I haven't interviewed them yet. So that is definitely on my bucket list.
You just keep going. So where do you see Les Vamonos in 5 years? Like, what is your your big, hairy, audacious goals? I think. Like, where do you see this? Because
I do my interviews at Segundo Coffee Lab, which is actually at Ironworks, the Ironworks building, which is 711 Millview Street. If you don't know,
stop by.
I have connected with them, Segundo Coffee Lab and Shop Local Market Space, to do my interviews there. As far as my 5-year plan, man, so
just throw it out there.
Yeah, well, I have a 10-year plan.
So I love it.
I don't know what my 5-year plan is, but it's really, having, sponsors, having people support me in that way, building my platform, Texas. Yes. Yeah. All of Texas. I would love to also support not just local businesses in Houston, but all over Texas. I've had some businesses in the San Antonio area reach out to me and say, hey, I would love an interview.
San Anto in the house.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, how would I do that? How would I be able to get into that industry? So 5-year goal is definitely going statewide and having everybody learn about, our community, uplifting our community as well, and giving a space for our communities that anybody can come on and just whether they want to share their story and their journey or whatever that is. And I really enjoy also just like being that resource as well, right? To help other people connect. And this year, when I set my goals to say, okay, I'm going to take it to the next level, I didn't know what that entailed, but God sent me all the right people. He really did. And he, and I just kind of never stopped thinking that I couldn't, right? I just knew that, okay, this is what I want to do next. How is that going to happen? And what do I need to do to continue? And a funny story, me and the videographer that I work with currently, we only did 2 interviews in 2020 together in person. Okay. So I was like, okay, we've got to break our record. We got to break our record because we're going to do the 3rd interview this year, which will be next month in April. And we have it scheduled. So we will be doing a 3rd interview together because, like when COVID happened, it just kind of like, a big pause. Yeah. And so I'm really excited about bringing that up you know,
getting it going. So how can the viewers today, and this show repeats, don't forget, La Super Comadre show repeats on the daily at 10 o'clock in the morning and again at 10 o'clock at night. So if you miss a little piece, don't worry. You can always go back to all of our social media platforms. Follow us, like us, share us, get to know Desiree, get to know Les Vamonos. So if the listening and the viewing audience wants to connect with you, what are the ways to connect with you? And we're also going to put it on our comment section so they can click, watch, follow the next show that you record and the other shows that you've already recorded. So go ahead and tell our listening audience how to connect and how to follow and how to like you and how to share you.
So I'm on all social media. So on Instagram, I'm at Let's Vamonos. That is my IG handle. On Facebook, I'm actually Let's Vamonos HTX because somebody had Let's Vamonos. So I don't know what happened with that.
Can we go find them and shake it?
And
them?
And on YouTube, I am on just the Let's Vamonos channel. So you can check that out as well. I am working on getting 100 subscribers, so I would appreciate
follow, like, share.
If you subscribe, I'm gonna have a big surprise for once I hit 100 subscribers.
Love it.
I'm really excited about that. And if you want to, maybe you're interested in an interview or being a sponsor, you can email me, and my email is info@letsvamonos.com. or slide in my DMs as well.
Yes, slide in her DMs.
I definitely do check my messages all the time. That is pretty much, my go-to way of communication. And then, if we connect, I'll give you my phone number.
Yeah, maybe.
maybe. Yeah.
She has to vet you. We have to because we don't know sometimes.
Yeah. I get so many spam calls a day. I don't need any more. So that's the way you can connect with me and follow me. And I do have also a personal page called Desiree Celestina, which is just my personal page. It's just me and my family. And so if you wanted to just see the other side of what I do, behind Car Rider Mom Confessional, which is, I'm a typical mom. So typical boy mom, no glitz or glamour, nothing special per se, but I love sharing, the things that we do as well with my kids and stuff, trips and stuff.
Good. I mean, that's so far keeping it together. I mean, this resonates with my previous guest, the family piece. Like when you do things in family and whatever your family looks like, right? And just keep it together because that's what fuels. Yeah. That's what fuels you. So, speaking of fuel and speaking of the word, I know it in Spanish, retroalimento, when you refill your oxygen tank, right? Because you're out there, you're sitting in the car rider line, picking up your kids. I'm assuming before you even do that, you've done a bajillion things, right? For this Vamonos and yourself and your family. What do you do every evening to recharge yourself, or what keeps you going when you do hit those valleys, when you do hit that challenge? Because, we always see the successes. We succeed. We see the highs. We see the accolades. But that's a journey to get there. Right. So when you come along, that rock that you stumble over or that challenge, or what do you do to get ready for the next day?
Yeah. So for me, I'm actually a night owl. So a night owl is when I do all my work, like all my creative stuff. But I do have those moments, where I need to recharge. And for me personally, it's obviously I definitely do meditate and also pray as well. That's one of the things. But one of the things that really just kind of like sets my soul, to really fuel it up is my spin class that I go to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and I actually go to a spin class in the Houston area. It's called One Ride Cycling. It's owned by a Latina. So like, not only do I talk the talk, but I walk the walk.
But she spins the spins and walks the walk.
Yeah, I spin the spin. Yep. And, I love it there. Yeah. I've connected with the owner there, and she's amazing. She has inspired me to really embrace spin class. I never really thought I would be a spin person. Anybody who knows a little bit of my background, I actually did a lot of weightlifting and personal training type stuff with a personal trainer. Yeah. But spin has been that zone out, forget about the world, forget about everybody, and just focus on me. And those are the things that she actually tells us. Focus on yourself.
Love it.
Don't give up, and just keep going. And so she has been a huge motivation for me to take that time for myself. And because sometimes I don't have the time, right? I don't go every day, but I do go at least once or twice a week, because that is my time to like really refuel. And when I do, I feel so much better in the end. I feel like I can conquer the world.
Yes.
So if you ever in the it's actually in the Channelview area, One Ride Cycling. If you want to come spin with me, like, I can't guarantee you will stay the whole class, because it is intense.
Sometimes just showing up, it's the first step. What's that? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
Yeah,
I think it's 1,000 miles.
Yes,
I don't know,
something like that.
Miles. But I love that you were able to join me today and share your story, share your journey, and how people can connect with you. Because Let's Vamonos, I see it and I loved it, and I love your production.
Thank you.
That's what really, I was like, oh my God, these are some great, amazing videos. And just looking at your Instagram page is beautiful.
Thank you.
And how you highlight and how you share. And so thank you so much for stepping into this arena, because we need more people that look like us to promote us.
Yeah. And thank you for having me. Because when we connected, I never have no, literally, I guess, expectations, right? It's like we connect and see how it goes. And then, we are able to do something together. Great.
Yes.
And so I'm very appreciative of you to have me on here on your own platform, and, highlighting what I do as well. That's what we need more of, that working together and highlighting, helping others, and especially our Latina women, because we're never going to get anywhere if we're not
helping and supporting one another.
Nope.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we got to close right now. We got to get to the last of our sponsors. I think, Comadre Liliana, are you ready to roll that? But I want to just say thank you so much for joining. Follow Let's Vamonos. Follow Desiree on all social media platforms, and we're going to put all the information on the comments so you can come back, find it, connect, click, share, like, follow, subscribe.
Yes.
And reach out, because that's what this is about. That's what Comadre Claudia show is about. Community. It's about building. It's about supporting. It's about sharing. And, like Daisy said earlier, stronger together. And that's what this is about. So, Comadre Liliana, we are ready too.
All right. Aquí estamos. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Desiree, for being here. And thank you to all our sponsors. Muchas gracias. Let's see our comments over here. Vamos a ver quién comentó. We have Hilda Martinez saying,
That's my mom.
I enjoyed the interview.
My number one fan.
Saludos a Hilda.
And Luis Zárate, hola, saludos.
Hola,
thank you
hola,
so
Luis.
much. Ahí está, they keep commenting. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Ya terminó el programa.
A ver, ustedes ya saben que el show se repite todos los días a las 10 de la mañana y también a las 10 de la noche en radiocristalusa.com. And make sure to follow us, like us, share us. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Where else, comadre?
LinkedIn.
We're on LinkedIn.
And of course, on online radio.
Online radio. And also don't forget that, we're going to have a segment on Telemundo, and that's exciting. And so, get ready, and we're going to be sharing that information as well. If you have any ideas, you'd like to be part of the show, don't forget to reach out to us. Don't forget to reach out to Desiree also for Let's Vamonos. If you have a business, a mission you would like for her to elevate, contact her too, because that's what this is about. We're about stronger together, promoting, uniting, supporting, and elevating each other.
Ajá, de eso se trata. Y por eso somos
las super comadres. So thank you, Desiree, for being my new super comadre today as well.
Thank you so much.
Anything you need, we're here for you as well.
Awesome. Let's vamonos.
That's right.
Let's vamonos.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.